All right, so today we're going to dive into something called Advanced Yoga Practices, or AYP. Now, the big claim here is that it's a complete roadmap for spiritual transformation. But, and this is the key part, it's designed for our crazy modern world. It's open source, it's self-directed, and it promises a direct experience. So, what is the system really, and does it actually work? Let's get into it. You know that feeling of searching? I think we've all been there. You're looking for a clear spiritual path, but the world is just so noisy. So many options, so much confusion. This testimonial, it just hits the nail on the head. It's about wanting that direct, personal experience. You know, a truth that you can feel without getting all tangled up in dogma or strict rules. And that really is the big question, isn't it? I mean, you've got ancient traditions, New Age workshops, countless books. It's overwhelming. AYP kind of steps into this chaos and says, hey, here's a possible answer. Not by making things more complicated, but by offering a clear, integrated, step-by-step system that pretty much anyone can pick up and use, no matter what you believe or where you're from. Now this sentence is everything. It's the absolute core philosophy of the entire AYP system. And it's a pretty radical idea when you think about it. It's all about self-empowerment. The point isn't to blindly follow some external teacher. Nope. It's about waking up your own inner wisdom. The system gives you the tools, it gives you the map, but you're the one in the driver's seat. You are your own guide on this journey. So what is it officially? Well, you can think of it as a complete toolkit of powerful yoga practices. And the keywords here are open source and integrated. This isn't some secret club with a password. It's a flexible, almost scientific approach that weaves together a bunch of different techniques. And it's all designed to fit into a regular, twice-a-day routine that you can actually do while living a normal modern life. And get this, we're not just talking about a few lessons here. The scale of this thing is kind of mind-boggling. We're looking at nearly 1,000 detailed lessons. Most of them have audio guides, and they've all been developed and tweaked over the last 2 decades. So this is not a little pamphlet. It's a massive, living library of knowledge, built from years and years of practice and feedback from people all over the world. And it's way more than just a list of instructions. It's a whole ecosystem. You've got the main lessons, sure, but then there are specialized tantra lessons, super active public forums that have been around for 20 years, plus published books, translations in over 100 languages. They've even got AI tools now to help you find what you need and all that information. It's a complete support system. Okay, so how does it all work? The engine behind AYP really comes down to 2 main ideas. Think of it like a marriage between stillness and energy. On one side, you have inner silence. That's your true self, that deep down awareness that never changes. You grow that mainly through deep meditation. Then, on the other side, you have what's called ecstatic conductivity. That's just a fancy way of saying the flow of life energy, prana, through your body. And that's where things like breathing practices, postures, and mudras come in. The silence is the foundation, and the ecstasy is the energy that flows on top of it. Now, here's the really important part. There's an order to things, a clear structure. Deep meditation is number 1. It's the cornerstone. As they say, it plants the silent seed. After that, you add spinal breathing pranayama to, get this, cultivate the soil of your nervous system, basically getting it ready for more energy. Then you can add other things like asanas and mudras to help that energy flow even better. It's a logical, step-by-step build-up. Okay, this all sounds amazing, but let's get real. Is it always that smooth and blissful? Anyone who's ever tried any kind of serious inner work knows that's not usually how it goes. The AYP lessons are actually super honest about this. The process of cleaning out your system can stir up some mud. It's not a straight line to bliss. And here's a perfect, raw example of that, pulled right from the forums. This person is describing what's basically an energy overload. When these powerful practices start working, they can release some deep stuff, and if it happens too fast, it can feel pretty intense, physically and emotionally. And the fact that they talk about this so openly is, I think, a huge strength of the whole approach. So what do you do about it? Well, here's the answer. It's all about self-pacing. This is like the number one rule in the AYP playbook. You have to learn to be your own guide, your own scientist. You pay attention to how you feel, not just in your practice, but all day. And then you adjust. Sometimes less is more. This is the absolute key to making sure the journey is safe and something you can stick with for the long haul. And the best part is, you don't have to figure it all out by yourself. This is where those 20-year-old forums become so incredibly valuable. It's like a giant living library of human experience. You've got beginners, you've got people who've been doing it for decades, all openly sharing their wins, their struggles, and their advice. It's like a compass built by thousands of people walking the same path. So, what happens when you actually stick with it? Well, this is where it gets really powerful. We're talking about the real-world results now. I mean, look at this. After a decade of trying, this person directly credits their daily practice with being able to get off medication. That's not just feeling good. That's a profound rebalancing of the entire nervous system. And it just keeps building from there. It's not only about fixing problems. It's about something totally new starting to bubble up. This person is talking about a kind of spontaneous, overflowing joy that just starts to show up in daily life. Suddenly, the ordinary becomes, well, extraordinary. A leaf blowing down the street becomes a miracle. That's a classic sign of that ecstatic energy starting to flow. And that all leads to this, which is, wow. This isn't just a good mood. This is a fundamental change in how you see the world. To fall in love with life itself, to see perfection in everything, no matter what's happening, that points directly to that state of unity that these practices are all about, where that deep inner silence and that ecstatic flow of life become one and the same. And you have to remember, these incredible experiences are coming from a system that isn't some ancient text carved in stone. It's so important to see that AIREP is a living, breathing thing. Just look at this timeline. It started back in 2003, and it's been evolving ever since, adding huge new lessons, creating audio for everything, and even bringing in modern AI tools to make it all easier to use. It grows and adapts with the times. So, at the end of the day, what we're looking at here is a map, a comprehensive, adaptable map for a journey as old as time. And it's all built on that one simple, powerful idea, that the ultimate teacher, the only guru you'll ever need, is already inside you. The map is there, the tools are laid out, an entire community is there to help. So the only real question left is the one right there on your screen.